Hey, what is going on, guys? It is me, Jake here, and today I got quite a bit to talk about. First of all, I want to let you know in the background, I am playing some Modern Warfare 3. Yes, I finally got it back. This is, for most of you who don't know, this is my favorite Call of Duty ever, just because, you know, it was the first multiplayer one I really got into. And I think that's how Call of Duty is for most people. Usually the first one they get really into is the one that they always compare to everything else, and quite frankly, the reason I'm uploading some MW3 is because right now, at the moment, I'm getting kind of sick of certain things in Advanced Warfare. I'm not going to stop playing it, don't worry, I'm going to keep bringing that to you guys. I am getting the Season Pass, I will be playing it all year for you guys. But there are some things I kind of want to talk about related to this game, but also I want to mention some things about Advanced Warfare, why I'm kind of frustrated and stuff like that. Obviously, you guys know I am not a fan of the skill-based matchmaking, and not many people that I know are, because they had it in Black Ops 2 and they ended up taking it out because so many people were complaining and they were frustrated and they just did not. It made for the game to not be as enjoyable because they changed Call of Duty too much. That's something that's never been a part of Call of Duty. Well, I mean, I feel like in some sense it has always been, but it's never been as dominant as it was in that and now Advanced Warfare. And the community is not enjoying it, especially the YouTube community who's, you know, playing for some freaking sick gameplays and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that you know, every game should just be like crapping on people, because that's not fun. Because if you are somebody who's new at Call of Duty, you don't want to go into a game and just get completely crapped on, because then you'll never want to play that game again, and that's not fun for anybody. I don't think that's how it should be, but I also don't think that it should punish the players that are good, because like I said, I'm a fairly good Call of Duty player, and you can see it in this video. I ended up going like 48-4 or something like that in this game, which is actually not very many kills for me, but it was my first game back on Modern Warfare 3. Literally my first game back on Modern Warfare 3. First time I had played 360 in, like, since my last Black Ops 2 video, so I'm still pretty rusty, that's what I'm trying to say, and clearly in this video I'm showing you guys I know how good I am. By the way, throwback to GrubKiller35, you can see my gamer tag popping up in the kill feed, I love that. So you can see how good of a Call of Duty player I am, and in Advanced Warfare with the skill-based matchmaking, if you're a good player, it does not matter. If you're a good player, you're still going to do crappy, you're not going to have great games. I mean, every once in a while you'll have, you know, this really good game just because for some reason the game decided to give you, like, a good game, or something like that. But, the reason so many YouTubers, unlike myself, are creating second accounts and reverse boosting, and like I've told you guys, I do not approve of that. I think that's retarded, or not retarded. I just think it's not fair to everybody else for you to reverse boost. It affects everyone, not just yourself. But the reason so many people are doing that is because when you're playing, say I'm playing a guy in Advanced Warfare, he's around my similar skill, and it's not skill based, by the way, it's based on stats, which doesn't necessarily equate to skill. You could have horrible stats but be great at the game, or have amazing stats and be terrible at the game. So it's not quite skill based matchmaking, but for all purposes it is. So let's say I'm playing Advanced Warfare and I'm playing somebody that's just about the same skill as me. Okay, so we're gonna, you know, typically those type of people will, in past Call of Duties, those will be your nemesis in the match. It'll be the one person who gets a couple kills on you, you get a couple kills on them, like, you know, you usually end each other's score streaks and kill streaks and all that kind of stuff. But you can't do anything, really. I mean, you could still possibly have a high kill game and all that kind of stuff, and I have uploaded some videos like that where you can see I'll have a high kill game, but I'll also have a high death count, because that's how skill-based matchmaking works. It doesn't matter how good you are, you're still going to die a lot unless you literally sit in a corner and camp. And we all know how the community feels about campers. We do not enjoy them that much. But it literally, I feel like that's what it's promoting. It's like, hey, you're not going to get any of your score streaks. You're sure as hell not going to get this 30 kill streak DNA bomb unless you reverse boost, create a second account, or camp your balls off. And to me, that just doesn't, it doesn't make for an enjoyable game. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for competitive. I think competitive is cool, I think it's a great idea, but I also don't think it should be forced into public matches. The past few Call of Duties have been like focusing completely on the competitive community, which I think is super unfair, because that is not at all what made Call of Duty what it is today. CoD 4, when it came out, was, you know, it was the revolutionary multiplayer and all that kind of stuff. Modern Warfare 2, World at War, Black Ops, they continued to do that. You know what they didn't focus on? Competitive multiplayer. I'm all for the COD tournaments and all that kind of stuff. I'm even okay with the ranked playlist. I think the ranked playlist is awesome. That's like such a fun idea. Like, if I ever, like, you know, I want to make this freaking insanely awesome video of me playing some dudes that are in my same skill, like, you know, have a challenge and, you know, have an intense video, that's awesome. That is a great idea. But it's in public matches too, so what's the point of having the ranked playlist? Like, are you kidding me? Think, Sledgehammer, come on. And Michael Condrey, I know this isn't his fault, he's just the community manager, he's the guy who's in charge of basically taking all the crap from the community and then trying to relay that to the developers and all that. So I don't completely blame him, but I think I just don't know if he's not telling them or what, because clearly in Black Ops 2 people didn't like skill-based matchmaking, so they took it out. And very clearly, more so than ever, people do not like it in Advanced Warfare, and they're not doing anything about it. They're not, you know, they're not changing it, they're not taking it out, they're not doing the updates properly. Like, the weapon balancing is so terrible. Like, the SMGs, don't even get me started. The ASM-1 and the KF-5, they messed with those, and they didn't touch any of the other ones. The SN-6 completely sucks. The freaking AMR-9, what is that? What is that? Literally, it sucks so bad. The MP11 is alright, but still not that great. The recoil is crazy, and it's just not an easy gun to control. If you have a decent version of it, or you know how to use it, you can do well with it. But other than that, it's still, you know, it's crazy. And let's see, what else? What else do I got here for you? But yeah, the skill-based matchmaking, that's the main problem. And I also, another good example is Modern Warfare 3. Another reason why I'm playing this is because suppressors in this game, they did what they were supposed to. You know, they took off the damage a little bit, but they were still a viable option. And in Black Ops 2, which is one of the reasons I stopped playing Black Ops 2 very towards the end of the year, is because they basically forced you to use unsilenced weapons. Like, suppressors were no longer an option. Like, if that was your playstyle, well, you better change your playstyle, because you can't use a suppressor, otherwise you're going to lose every gunfight ever. And they made that already the case in Advanced Warfare. If you are using any sort of gun that is not an assault rifle and you have a suppressor on it, you're going to get crapped on. I try to use my ASM-1 and my KF-5 with suppressor, and sometimes I can do decent if I'm playing terrible players, but most of the time I lose every single gunfight because I'm using the suppressor, and it's just very frustrating. But there you have it, guys. 48-4, first game back on MW3. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I am getting more Call of Duty coming your way. I'm still doing that Resident Evil 4 walkthrough, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys on my next video. And have a great day, okay? Peace out, you guys.